Good morning. It's Friday morning, and today we are on Psalm 85. Lord, you were favorable to your land. You restored the fortunes of Jacob. You forgave the iniquity of your people. You covered all their sin. You withdrew all your wrath. You turned from your hot anger. Restore us again, O God of our salvation, and put away your indignation toward us. Will you be angry with us forever? Will you prolong your anger to all generations? Will you not revive us again, that your people may rejoice in you? Show us your steadfast love, O Lord, and grant us your salvation. Let me hear what the Lord God will speak, for he will speak peace to his people, to his saints. But let them not turn back to folly. Surely his salvation is near to those who fear him, that glory may dwell in our land. Steadfast love and faithfulness meet, righteousness and peace kiss each other. Faithfulness springs up from the ground, and righteousness looks down from the sky. Yes, the Lord will give what is good, and our land will yield its increase. Righteousness will go before him and make his footsteps a way. So this is another one of the Psalms where psalmist is asking God to pour out righteousness and justice and peace and things like that. Pour all of that out upon your people again. You did it once before, do it again. Well, when did he do it before? You could ask, and he kind of did and promised it. So that's the promise. These are all promises for the distant future, you might say, or for the eschatological future, the future of God's timing and, the day of the Lord. They're not really promises that are going to happen in history, in 3 weeks or something like that. They're not the sort of promises that governments make, if you invade us, then we're going to invade you, that sort of a thing. They are the promises that God makes, that one day I will do this, and it's sort of at the end, I guess you would say. So there's that. That's going on. And then he says, don't let your people turn back to folly, O God. Don't let them turn away from you, but keep them close and hold them, keep their footsteps in your ways and make your footsteps the way for us to go. So that sort of thing is the psalmist's prayer for the people. Now the people, are just slogging away every day, trying to raise some crops, trying to raise some animals, trying to pay their taxes, trying to get by, trying to find enough to eat. The worker bees are paid at the end of the day that day's wages, and they take those wages and they go and they buy food and they eat it, and the next day they start over. So it's not the sort of life that where you can get ahead. It's a tough life. And so the promise that God will make it all different and make it all better, that's the kind of promise that the people cling to, because their situation is bad. And that's really not terribly different from the situation of millions of people today in our time, in our world. They work each day to make the money to eat, and the next day they do it again. And if you have enough, that's okay, but you're never going to, retire in France or something, because you're not going to have that kind of money. You're not going to have enough to do anything except keep working until you die, and that's pretty bleak. That's not a great future, is it? But God promises a great future to everyone, and so we live in hope that We'll live with God in a time and a place where there's enough to eat, you don't have to work, and it's all great. And that's what we all want, isn't it? So, think about that today, and have a great Friday, and we will see you tomorrow.